Hello friends, today in this video I am going to discuss about genetic algorithms in AI. Genetic algorithm is a search-based optimization technique which is based on the principles of genetics and natural selection. So genetic algorithm or GA is an algorithm which is used to solve problem which is based on implementation of evolutionary processes. Here we used two terms, genetics and natural selection. These two terms are important keywords in evolution. So genetics is something related to genes, or it can be said that it is a branch of biology which deals with the study of genes or genetic variations in organisms like human beings or animals. And natural selection is a central concept of evolution. This is actually a process which happened in nature by which organisms better adapted to their environment tend to survive and reproduce more than those less adapted to their environment. So these are the two important keywords used in evolution. And here we used the term optimization in the definition of GA. So let's see what is optimization. Optimization is nothing but it is a process of making something better. So we all know that a process or problem have a set of inputs and a set of output corresponds to those values of input. So optimization refers to finding the values of inputs in such a way that we get the best output values. The term best means correctness or accuracy of those values. This accuracy or the correctness is related to complexity of the problem, or it varies from problems to problem. Another important word or concept related to optimization is search space. Search space is nothing, it is a space or an area which constitute some solution, some values. These values can be a set of possible solutions or values which the inputs can take. In this search space, it consists point or a set of point which gives the optimal solution. So we can say that the aim of optimization is to find out the point or set of point in the search space. So coming into GA, it is a frequently used technique which is used to find optimal or near optimal solution to difficult problem. So optimization is important in the case of genetic algorithm. Now, GA is actually a subset of evolutionary computation which is developed by John Holland, a professor at University of Michigan. Now let's see what is the central concept of genetic algorithm. The central concept or idea behind genetic algorithm is a genetic algorithm have a pool, or a pool means a population of possible solutions to the given problem, to that particular problem. So population means a set of solutions to the particular problem. This is actually population. So a GA has a pool or population of possible solution, and these solutions then undergo recombination and mutation in order to produce new offsprings or children, and recombination mutation will be discussed later. So after recombination and mutation, it will produce new offsprings, and this process is repeated over various generations. So during this process, each individual is assigned a fitness value, and the fitter individual are given a higher chance to mate and yield more fitter individuals. Here the fitness value is nothing, it is a score which is given to each individual. Here individual means each solution, each possible solution. So fitness score is given to each individual, which shows the ability of an individual to compete. Then this individual having a better fitness score are given more chance to reproduce than others. So this is the central concept. And this has the resemblance of Darwinian theory of survival of fittest. In this way, we keep on repeating this method over generations till we reach a stopping criterion. So this is the central concept behind genetic algorithm. Now let's move on to phases of genetic algorithm. A genetic algorithm has 5 phases: initial population, fitness function, selection, crossover, and finally mutation. So let's discuss one by one. So first of all, initial population. As I said earlier, population is a set of solutions. So each process or problem must begin with a set of set of solutions. This set of individual or set of solutions is called population. For example, here A1 and A2 are two different individuals, and an individual is characterized by a set of parameters. This parameter is called a variable. This single unit or this single value is called gene, and this group of parameters this group of genes forms a string which is called chromosome, and these two individuals constitute a population. So this is gene. A single unit or variable is called gene, a group of genes is called chromosome, and two individuals constitute population. Next phase is fitness function. As we already mentioned, fitness score. Fitness function determines how fit an individual is. This fitness function will compute fitness score to each individual. According to this fitness score, the probability of an individual for selecting for the reproduction can be predicted. Next, we have selection phase. The idea of selection phase is to select the fittest individual and let them pass their genes to next generation. And when two pairs of individual, that is parents are selected on these parents are selected on the basis of fitness score, and individual with high fitness have more chance to selected for the next generation. Next, we have crossover phase. Crossover phase is the most significant phase in GA. So in crossover, each pair of parents to be mated has a crossover point. Then the offsprings are created by exchanging the genes of parent among themselves until the crossover point is reached. So here we have P1 and P2 are the two parent, that is two individual. P1 is one individual and P2 is another individual. P1 has strings of 1 and P2 has strings of zeros. And here we consider crossover point as 4. So 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the crossover point here. And C1 and C2 are the two offsprings which is created from these two parents. And these offsprings are created by exchanging these values. By exchanging one of P1 exchanged it to P2 and zeros of P2 exchanged it to P1, like this. So the two offspring C1 and C2 will be like this. C1 will be like this, that is 1 is replaced by these zeros and these zeros are replaced by 1. So two offsprings will be like this. This is crossover. Finally, we have mutation phase. In mutation phase, in certain new offsprings form, some of their genes can be flipped. Flipped means can be interchanged. Here, before mutation, we have strings 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. And after mutation, here these three values are replaced or interchanged. So here 1 replaced by 0, here 1 replaced by 0, 0 replaced by 1, and again 0 replaced by 1 by 1. So before mutation the strings will be like this, and after mutation the new strings, the mutated strings is like this. So this mutation is used to prevent premature convergence. That is, premature convergence means convergence of the algorithm before global optimal solution is reached. So we need to prevent premature convergence. So in order to prevent this premature convergence, mutation is used. And this mutated strings, this new mutated string will be added to the current population. So these are all about phases of GA. Now we move on to termination of algorithm. Termination of algorithm means the completion of algorithm. The algorithm terminates if the population has converged. Converged means doesn't produce any offsprings which are significantly different from previous genes. So if an algorithm doesn't produce any offsprings, which means the algorithm has provided a set of solutions to our problem. So this is the termination of algorithm. Now let's see a pseudocode for GA based on these 5 phases. Here start and generate the initial population, compute fitness, repeat selection, crossover, mutation, compute fitness for new population until population has converged. Stop. First of all, we need to generate initial population. As we already mentioned, each process or problem must begin with population. So we need to generate the initial population. After getting the initial population, we need to find out, or we need to compute the fitness value of that population, that is initial population. So after getting this fitness score, we move on to next phases, that is selection, crossover and mutation. Mutation is the final phase. So after mutation complete, we get a mutated string. Then we need to compute the fitness score for that mutated string, and this mutated string will be added to the current population. So this is the step behind genetic algorithm. This steps will be repeated until population has converged. Then it will stop. So this is the steps of algorithm or pseudocode. Now let's see what are the limitations of genetic algorithms. Genetic algorithms are not suited for all problems, and fitness value is calculated repeatedly, which might be computationally expensive. So we see here we mentioned computing of fitness scores. Here the computation of fitness score is done twice. So this is something computationally expensive. So these are the limitations of genetic algorithm. So these are all about genetic algorithms, and thank you.